everybody. Here we are live with the beautiful Margie Gleeson. Now, Margie, how are you?
I'm very well. Very well, thanks, Elle. Happy to be with you today.
You're looking absolutely fantastic, I have to say.
Am I? Thank you.
Yes, absolutely gorgeous. Those brows are looking stunning. I'm loving them. And I want to just introduce Margie as one of our beautiful TrueBrow ambassadors. She represents the TrueBrow brand in her salon, but Margie has a very special story, and she's part of our new campaign that we're doing where we're sharing all these beautiful success stories with the beauty industry about our wonderful girls, really, that come on board and come and train with us. So I feel very, very privileged that you're giving me your time today, because I know you've been very busy. Is that correct?
Yeah, very busy.
Very busy.
Absolutely flat out.
I know. And we're going to share with everyone your story. I'm very excited about this. And you own Eloquent Eyes in Perth. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Beautiful.
I do.
So let's get started, Margie, right from the beginning, because I really want to do that. I want to go right to the beginning, and I want to talk to you about our first phone call. Let's go there.
Well, during our first phone call, I wasn't actually sure that you would accept me because I had no exposure to the beauty industry whatsoever, because I've got a corporate business background. And yes. I wasn't sure that you thought that I had the passion or, fit what you were looking for. So I sort of did a bit of talking and said, no, this is what I've decided that I want to do. Although I don't have any experience, I would like to become a brow stylist. So
But I know that you'd gone and done a brow course somewhere else, because it wasn't so much. I think it was you wanted a career change, and you'd gone and actually done a brow course somewhere in Perth, somewhere.
Yes.
And what happened after that brow course? Because you shared that with me, I do recall.
I did. I had done the brow course, and it took, I don't know, it was about 6 weeks. And when I finished, I came out and said, I know nothing about brows. I could not confidently work on anybody's brow, and I felt quite disillusioned about the whole thing. So I started thinking, well, to be credible in what I do, I'm going to have to get on a plane and go overseas and find some magnificent trainer overseas to teach me all there is to know about brows. And when I was searching, you kept coming up and talking to me. And
just like
I'd search on the internet. And then you kept going, and then you kept coming. And then finally I said, I might be interested in this lady. I'll listen to what she's got to say. And that was when I contacted you.
And I remember
it all went from there.
And I remember you came on, and I remember that actually now it's all really coming back to me. And I remember that I sent you off. I said, go off and do your waxing and your tinting.
Yep.
I mean, this is the thing that, that's so important for us at Brow Secrets International. It's really sustaining the quality that the beauty industry is producing. And it's not fair to the individual person to just, get them into a training and say, you're going to be fantastic, but you haven't really given them the confidence they need, because it's just not true. So someone comes in with all the passion like you, and we're going to talk about what you've done. I mean, this is so exciting. You've just blown me away. But, someone like you comes in and, that to me, I take that really seriously. I take people's passions and dreams really seriously. You know that about me. And so,
absolutely.
When you came in, I thought, how am I going to get this woman to be really successful at this? I'm not going to just want to give her a quick fix. I don't want her just to come in and take her money and then she's going to be gone again. I mean, it's just not the way that we teach and how we treat our people that come to us. So you did go off and you did do that, which is a credit to you. And then you came back again, and it was like, I'm not letting you off the hook now, Al. Now what are you going to do?
Yeah, so then I started doing obviously the online training, and I remember you saying you need to do it slowly. You need to go slowly, but I didn't want to go slowly. So I devoured it as quickly as I could.
I love it.
I'm
I
not
know
recommending that
nobody
everybody does that.
I know. No one. I tell them all that, and nobody listens to me. You know, it's kind of like, yeah, sure, Al, yeah, and then off they go. Stay up all night. It doesn't matter what it takes. You know.
Yeah. That's about
Fantastic.
right.
And then you've done now, how many masterclasses have you done now, really?
I've done 2. I was really lucky, actually, that you were coming to Perth not long after I started. So when I attended the masterclass, I wasn't even sure that I could hold the tweezers properly. So it was fantastic. Although I felt a little bit out of my depth, by the end of it, I felt a lot more confident because I'd had that one-on-one training with you. And it was you, but also the girls that were there as well. So that masterclass was amazing to me, and I'm glad I did it as quickly as I did. Because it made a big difference, and it helped me get to the levels that you go to with understanding brows. You don't realise it at the beginning, but you get to one level and then you think you're fantastic, but you've got another level to go to and another.
It's true, isn't it? It really is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you did that, and then you did an advanced class as well, didn't you? And you came all the way across, and I believe you're coming across again to do a one-on-one with me.
I am, yes.
Which is so exciting. I'm really, really excited about that. And I think that, was it a support to you to have the online live classes? Because you were on all of those.
Yeah.
Like the online live classes, Toby and I just did this fabulous video today that we're going to be putting out into the industry, just explaining what a live class actually is, but also explaining the level of training that we offer. And I think that, mastery level sort of training is what we offer. We don't offer the standard training. It's just not what we do. And I think you've taken that and you are just excelling then. I believe that you are now fitting out a shop, correct?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, the shop's being fitted out. So
it's just fantastic.
Yeah. Trying to do that around all my clients that I've got. It's very, very busy. And going back to the training though, the live classes for me were so imperative and gave me the confidence that even if you weren't critiquing my brow, which often, I stalked for a bit before I was confident to put my brows up, and then I was putting my brows up all the time.
Yes.
But that is what other company gives you that sort of support? I could have gone on 4 live classes a week if I wanted to. I regularly at the beginning went on 3 live classes, and I believe that really, really helped me get to the level of competency that I needed to work on clients. And even now I'm absolutely flat out, but I try to get on. I know I don't have to, but I try to get on at least 1 live class a week, even if I'm on and I'm off in between clients, because
you're fantastic.
Yeah,
and one of the things I want to share about that's really, really important, really, is that we're more interested. I know for me, I'm more interested in the brows that are coming out of your salon. It's like masterclass, hands-on masterclass is so important. But with the live classes, the weekly live classes that are online, why they're so important is because they're actually showing me what's coming out of your salon every week. And that's where we need the help, isn't it? Because
absolutely.
If brows, doesn't matter if you do a beautiful brow at a masterclass and, I say, oh my gosh, that's amazing, Margie, you're so fantastic. But then you go back and you get busy, you're under pressure and you're producing a brow where you're sort of going off a little bit, you're not doing the right thing, or you feel like, gosh, I'm not so sure, you've lost your way a little bit. The live classes are there to give you the quality and the consistency of the work that is going to build out your business. That's how our business is built. Our clients want consistency. Now, I don't go and eat at McDonald's, and I probably have like a handful of times in my life when I was desperate and I needed food instantly. But one of the things that McDonald's really did is consistency. You go and have junk food, well, it's going to be the same junk food. It's going to taste the same anywhere you go in the world. So, clients really want that consistency and they want the quality of work. One of the things I want to share, Margie, that I know you're going to love is recently in the US, one of our girls was sharing with a prospect of someone that was looking to come and do the TrueBrow program with her about the design principles that we are taught and that I teach. And this client was an architect, She was over the moon. She said she's an architect. She said, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that, someone is actually using design principles. I understand that completely. So the caliber of client that really is looking for the TrueBrow specialist is really, really something. But something so exciting has happened. And I didn't know this was coming. You surprised me when Kira told me that you brought 2 of your girls on and they are now training with us. So you have expanded your team with your daughters, which is just delightful, because my daughter actually is a TrueBrow specialist and will be going, back which is just so beautiful for a mum to, have that. And so how did that all happen? Like, you were just exploding, lady. You really, really are.
Well, my plan was always to have a salon and build a team of girls. And I just think that both of my girls have met you, because they've been my models for both masterclasses, actually.
Correct.
So I think that they just saw the passion, and they're impressed with the way that the business is being built and, what we're doing. And we've got some, not just the brow community, it's the lash community as well, but also our clients. We're just dealing with lovely people all the time. So it's a really nice environment to work in. And they want to be as passionate about, brows as what I am. And they've only been online, I think, for 2 days. And I haven't seen either of them. They're just on their computers.
So this is fantastic. But when I saw that they'd come on, I was so excited. And then the next day, I actually had a beautiful lady that I spoke to that is coming down to have lunch with me. She's a lady that wants to take on, a salon owner that wants to take on TrueBrow in her salon. And she's telling me that her 2 girls are joining her as well. And I just thought, this is a mother-daughter thing. What's going on here? What's going on in the universe? It's amazing. So I'm just so excited that you really have exploded. I mean, how long has it been since you've come on board with us?
I started studying with you. Would have been September 2016.
And now look where you are. So now 2 team members, complete salon, fit out, doing the whole thing. And you know what, Margie, you are just going to continue to grow. I can see that. You are passionate, you're dedicated. And I think one of the things that we want to talk about here, because I think it's important, because I've got the TrueBrow banner behind me. And, I want to make sure that the beauty industry isn't confused, because it can get confusing sometimes. We've got Brow Secrets International, which is our beauty industry facing brand. Yep. So this is where we create we do all the research and development, all the programs. That's actually the company, the brand that trains you, correct? And of course we've got TrueBrow, which is the consumer brand. How has the collection and TrueBrow, how has that really supported you to be able to say that you're a TrueBrow restoration specialist, a TrueBrow specialist? How's that differentiated you in Perth, especially, where everyone is either a brow artist or a brow specialist? It's really quite amazing, Western Australia, when it comes to brows.
Yeah, there's a lot of brows,
Yeah, how has that actually really separated you and given you that differentiation to give you the opportunity to grow so fast?
Oh, I think it's because, obviously the product is absolutely fantastic, and all of my clients love the product. They love using it. It's easy for them to use as well, which is fantastic. You're able to show people the vision before you start, which makes a massive difference when people are nervous about coming to you. I also have the confidence now, because I have you sitting here. If I get concerned, I hear you talking in my ear, and I've got the confidence to do what I need to do to create a beautiful brow. And what I found is happening, and it's really been weird, sort of maybe over the last couple of weeks, is that I've had a lot of very, very challenging brows to do that I don't think that the average brow stylist would be able to do anything with. And I'm fixing up brows that have, they've been tattooed, or they've been tweezed too much or threaded too much, and I'm fixing up bad brows and making women really, really happy. And I know I wouldn't be able to have done that without well, both BSI, but also, you know, TrueBrow and the collection and all of the design principles. I wouldn't have been able to do it.
And that's really beautiful to hear. And I think that TrueBrow is really, it really is exploding as the world's leading brow brand, because we need a premium brow brand. You know, there are women in the world that love their brows so much, they want their natural brow, or they've suffered badly with tattooing. And it's not to say that it's everyone, but we're concerned about the ones that are coming to us that really, it's almost like we've had to add another level of education, haven't we, about correcting and helping women with tattooing that have gone and been tattooed. And now it's like we've got another level of education. How do we help these women to correct their faces every single morning? It is like, it's huge, isn't it? Are you finding that is happening for you? I'm seeing it in the masterclasses with all the models and the advanced masterclasses. I can't believe what I'm seeing. But how is that? How are you seeing that in your salon?
Oh, with the tattooing, with the microblading?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. I've got many, many more clients that have had their brows tattooed. Most of them, look, some of them are happy with and probably the ladies that have less hair, so they were good candidates, but a lot of them are quite regretful about the tattoos that they have, and the style is wrong. And I'm really pleased that I've actually been able to help them feel better about themselves by reshaping the brow. Obviously, you've got to work around the tattoo, but you can do that with the TrueBrow collection, which is really
it's fantastic, isn't it? And isn't it fantastic? One of the things that a lot of the girls, I just did a masterclass last weekend, Margie, and it was really, really beautiful. I had one lady that came over from Perth again, because the girls, they just travel from everywhere to come to us, which I just love. She came across, and there's a couple of others from Victoria and so on and so on. And it was amazing to read their testimonials, and so much of what they were sharing was how beautiful it was for them to see how happy the models were and how ecstatic they were at what was actually happening. They couldn't believe that they had brows, and it was like, but my brows don't grow. But we don't wave a magic wand. It's not like we wave a magic wand and we grow the hair back. It's not like that. It's using the education, knowing how to work with what is actually there, and to continue to nurture and foster the brow back, to bring it back to its beautiful potential, whatever that is. But it was just amazing. It was one of the most wonderful classes, because the girls just could, because they were brand new girls, really. They'd just begun with us, most of them, and they couldn't believe the models were just like jumping up and down for joy. Like it was phenomenal. Which is just beautiful. And I know that being able to use TrueBrow in your salon, of course, differentiates you from other salons in your location, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And I think perhaps that's why I'm getting a lot of clients that do have challenging brows. I'll have people that they're coming in to see me, but they will start by saying, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do with my brows. But I thought that I'd just come by and, give it a whirl. I'm happy to pay the money to do that. And then they walk off and they're like, I can't believe it. I had a lady yesterday say, I left home and I said to my husband, when I come back, I'll have brows. And she said, I didn't believe it. But she said, I'm going home with brows and I just can't believe it. She was so happy.
Isn't that beautiful? There's something so inspiring about what TrueBrow actually can do for a woman. And I think the consumer is really starting to recognize that now. And they're really starting to see, well, if I really need help, I need to get to that TrueBrow specialist or that TrueBrow restoration specialist. And I think it's very hard for the salon owner to get away from being behind the chair, because they love what they're able to do so much. So it's like, oh my gosh, that's really bad, isn't it? It's like, but I'm feeling so good about what I'm doing.
I know. Oh, absolutely. Well, I'm at the point where I'm thinking I really shouldn't be taking on new clients because I am so busy. And then they come in and I'm like, oh no, I really want to look after. I really want to do your brow for you. So I'm not quite sure I haven't yet how to deal with that. But the girls will be coming along, and they'll obviously need a little bit of time, but they'll be producing beautiful brows soon, and they're coming to see you soon as well for the masterclass. So that will help.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. And you know what I think is it's, you know, the truth needs to be told. You know, here I am at these events and I'm running these masterclasses, and I've had my daughter here. So she's been actually doing a lot of the clients, because Whitney, who used to do a lot of the models, is completely booked out. So I'm so glad we're getting, you know, more people around here. We haven't actually got a salon around here yet. I'm looking around this area, and I've had some people that are interested that I'm really having conversations with. But I just feel like I want to do them, and I've got no time. Like, you know, and these women are just looking at me saying, would you continue? And I'm thinking, oh my God, you know, like, can I just, because they just cannot believe how amazing, you know, what it is that's happening, that they're willing to just what can I do to, you know, to have my natural brow back. And it's really just the most beautiful thing. So you're telling us that you came from a corporate background.
Yes.
And here you are now, you know, absolutely doing the loveliest brows. You've brought on, you're opening up, getting a total fit out of a salon. So you're not at home.
Yes. No.
Out, commercial salon.
Yay.
Yes, so exciting. You've actually got your 2 girls that are joining you. And I think we need to meet again in 12 months, because you'll have doubled that, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's in the planning.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that you're going to need to step away from that chair, Margie. I know you love it, but you know what? You'll increase your prices. You'll do different people. You'll do maybe just the TrueBrow designs, and because we need you to be working on your business, right?
I know. I was going to say, I know that, but I'm so attached to my clients.
Oh, I know. There's gorgeous people. I know. And it's kind of like you really need to, it's kind of like you get to a stage though with the TrueBrow where you really start to see that your duty becomes about having more and more women experiencing this beautiful service. So as a salon owner, it's kind of like, yes, I've got my beautiful clients that I'm going to keep doing, but I need to also step away a little bit to bring, you know, get more women able to have this service, because we really are changing the brow world, aren't we?
Oh, I think so. Most definitely. Yeah, absolutely. And it's beautiful and soft and flattering. It's just fantastic.
And it really does transform, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
No doubt at all. So you are just yet another one of our beautiful success stories. You know, that really, to me, I love the fact that I can see that I've given you, and not because you haven't done all the hard yards. You have, haven't you, Margie? Really. And you've had your doubts, you've had your uncertainties, but you've just been moving forward, you know, and just going. And it's been a joy for me to be able to work with you, to continue working with you. I absolutely love it. And that I'm able to, you know, have an interview with you right now and share time with you where you're telling us all these amazing things. And when women say that, you know, well, do your dreams come true? Well, I think that yours haven't they?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Through hard work and commitment, but it's definitely coming true. So, yeah, and I couldn't have done it without your support. Absolutely could not have done it. So I'm very thankful.
That's really sweet, and I love that, and I love that I get to actually support you and to be able to train you, and that you're so open and willing, because it does take that. And it does take the difference, doesn't it, between someone that wants to offer a service that is average and someone that wants to actually truly stand out and offer world-class brows. I mean, it's easy to say, well, I think I know I can do a nice brow. But when you can actually do a brow you can actually help a woman who's got the most compromised brow and no one else can help her. I mean, what does that do to your brand? Isn't that
it's just the best. I mean, I just love that. That's one of the things that I'm really excited about. And, you know, one of the reasons that I want to see you again soon is because I haven't seen you since, when was my last masterclass? I don't think it was May, or it was middle of last year. I want to get to the next level. So I need to see you again so we can get to the next level, because it made such a big difference.
I'm ready to take you. I think you better start looking for those models right now. It's a really good idea, because we're going to need some really compromised brows, and they're everywhere, aren't they? And, you know, the interesting thing is too, is women are coming now and they're saying, you know, well, my brows don't grow. We had a woman the other the other week that came to an advanced masterclass, actually, Margie, and the first thing she said was, I've got thyroid disease and my brows don't grow. And she had these sort of tattooed brows, little brows, and they were sort of turning a little pink. And I think she realized she thought she'd have to go back and get her brows tattooed again. And we worked on them, Angela Mee from Western Australia, the beautiful Angela. She
does beautiful brows.
She just found the full brow. This woman had a completely full brow underneath her tattoo, and she was just shocked. And Olivia's been working with her since then, and she is so delighted. And she's in her late 50s, early 60s, that she's just got brows. Now, of course, she needs to shade in every day to cover the tattoo because the tattoo now is there, sadly. But it was just unnecessary in the beginning. And this is what we're trying to tell women. Make sure you get someone that is an absolute, has the education, is an expert that can give you the real facts about whether you need the tattooing or not, because tattooing doesn't come without risk. And it doesn't matter what people tell us. That is the sad fact, that if you're prepared to take the risk of having to cover up, you almost want to do tattooing so you don't have to do anything to your brows every day. And then so many women are actually having to cover the tattoo that was meant to give them the perfect look every day. So it's kind of
much more work.
It's just done a bit of a full circle. So I think what you've done is absolutely amazing. I am beyond proud of you, and I can't wait to see where you're at in 12 months' time. We better put it in our calendars that we're going to interview you again and meet. How about that? We've had
absolutely.
We've got Angie. Angela actually is in Western Australia too. And she's saying, great work, Margie. I'm so inspired by your success. There you go. I'm sure you'll continue to flourish. And she's in Perth, so you should catch up with Angie. She's beautiful.
She's in Bunbury, I think. Oh, down south.
No. I think she's in Fremantle.
Oh, is she? Oh,
yes, yeah, she's close by. Don't you worry about that. And Samantha, who said hi to us. Hi, Samantha. Really beautiful to see you on. And, of course, what we're going to be doing is sharing this video on BSI. We're going to share it across on all our platforms. We want to put it out there so women are really seeing how wonderful this brand is and what it actually can do for brows. And you are just one of our beautiful success stories. Thank you, Margie, for taking the time. This is what it's all about. It's about actually having a dream, having a vision, and then looking for and knowing what you want, right? Yes. Do you want average or do you want to be the best? I mean, really, that's the bottom line, isn't it? And then really looking for the people that are going to get you there. And I know you've had some other really wonderful people. I know you've had Carissa that's really supported you and helped you. And I want to give Carissa a bit of a shout out because I love her. And that's fantastic. So I think you've had some, you really surrounded yourself with great people, great companies, but you have just, you've just moved mountains. Where did she say? East Frio.
East Frio. I knew she was south, but that's not as far south as I thought.
What's East Frio? Come on, what is that? Is that Fremantle?
East Fremantle. Yeah.
All right. She said Frio because that's obviously what you guys say over there. I have no idea about that. That just comes like, that's fantastic. Anyway, thank you so much, Margie, for sharing. We are going to feature this on TrueBrow. We want everyone to know where you are so that they can come and see you and experience the, all of the expertise that you have invested so much of your time and your effort into to really produce something beautiful. I cannot wait to work with your girls. You tell them Elle is really, really pumped and she's excited.
Excellent.
And I'm just looking forward to the future. Thank you, everybody, for being with us. It's so beautiful that we get to share these amazing women with you, these amazing success stories, and to really share with you a brand that is so committed to education first. That is the most important thing. And then, of course, we've created the most divine, innovative, cutting-edge brow products for you that will give you the instant fullness, the instant beauty immediately that you want, even though you're working on restoring your brow naturally with your TrueBrow specialist or TrueBrow restoration specialist. So we're excited that we get to come to you and share all these beautiful, beautiful stories. I mean, isn't it? We hear so many stories, don't we, every day that are not so great. We want to hear, we want some of the other side of life too, don't we? We want to hear the inspiration and all the good stuff that's happening that the newspapers don't tend to share very much, do they, in the TV
No, that's true.
So we want to share them, and we want to make sure that women are really, aspiring to be happy and to see that people do get their dreams do come true, and that we love that we get to be a part of that. Thank you, Margie, so much for your time. It's been beautiful being with you. Thank you, ladies, for jumping on and saying hi to us. And, of course, comment below if you do get to watch this broadcast later. We'd love to know what you think. And, it's been fantastic. We're going to be back with more success stories. We've got heaps of them. I don't even know if we're going to even be able to keep up. Thank you, Margie, so much. Take care, everyone.
Thanks for having me.
Goodbye. Take care.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye now.